Uh, and we differentiate ourselves in that we're able to offer permissionless listings within 30 seconds through our OAM models. Glad to be here today.
That is amazing. Thank you so much, Rachel, for joining us. And thank you all again. We're going to have an in depth discussion on industry trends and exclusive insights from our speakers. So, friends, be sure to give our speakers and their project a follow. So, next time you are not going to miss it. Now, let's jump into our very first discussion topic over here. We are going to talk about our speakers' trading experience on your own platform, how to ensure speed, minimum slippage, and cost control. First, we're also going to follow the order of on our banner over here and invite Joy, the founder of Wikileaks, to share your experience with us. Thank you.
Yeah, so I think the trading experience is the most important part for all the trading behaviors on our platform because we what we want to do and what we want to build is to build a platform that can meet the gap between the decentralized exchanges and the central exchanges. So I think from the trader's perspective, the trading experience is really important. So we provide a lot of innovation features for users to do the trading on our platform. So we start with like one-click tradings, multi-chain tradings, support for user to trade their assets, trade their like use their margin to trade any asset on any chains, and also that is also automated a lot of work on that part as well, and. Recently, we just have a new features. We call it like fast trading. That like if you don't have the gas tokens on Base or BNB, which means like you don't have Ethereum or you don't have the BNB, once you open the fast trading on our platform, there's no need for you to use the gas trading anymore. So we use we call it like permit two functions on the base OPBNB and all the supporting blockchains on our platform. So all the users in the futures when they open the fast trade and give the permissions, so they don't need to use gas anymore. They can keep like one asset like USDT or USDC in their wallet and start trading with us just right away. So I think this kind of innovation features can really help users to lower their entrance to enter their platform to understand they have to prepare the wallet, they have to prepare the gas, they have to prepare the margins before the trading. But right now, as long as you hold the stable coins in your wallet, you can start trading with us right away. So I think this is will increase the trading experience for all the users on our platform. Thank you.
That is brilliant. Thank you so much for letting us know about that, Julie. And everyone, if you haven't tried Gilex yet, be sure to do so. And today we're also going to have a live giveaway of 300 USDT. So everyone, be sure to stay here and don't miss the great opportunity. Next, we would like to invite Rachel, the CEO and co-founder of Sync Futures, to also share your trading experience on your platform and also how does your platform ensures speed, minimum slippage, and cost control for our users. Thank you.
In fact, admittedly, I'll have to say that today, as our traditional perps trading experience, it is still far lagging behind the centralized ones, like Binance, OKX, Bybit, and some of the more centralized platforms. This is something that's we have to admit and we have to work on. Although that I feel like there are two major considerations here. Number one, I think the bank's user experience is the experience that let people make money. That's all what everyone's cared about. For Sync Futures per models, although that in terms of liquidities or speeds, because due to the constraints of the underlying blockchain currently at 2 seconds per block, we would not be able to really compete with the traditional finance sort of like less than milliseconds experience for sure. But what we are trying to offer is a different and better user experience that users cannot find in centralized exchange. For example, we are able to offer any perpetual trading pairs using any coin as margins. So people will be able to trade all those pairs that's not available in centralized venues. For example, we have our unique fully on-chain order book and AMM model where the AMM model also offer lots of users the arbitrage opportunity in between the on-chain and off-chain markets. And that's in fact where most of our users are aiming for. So that's the first one. And the second one, we've been thinking about how to offer at least compatible user experience in DeFi versus CeFi. But after a very long time considerations, it occurred to us that to beat Google, you shouldn't be another Google. What you need to be doing is offering a chat GPT. Because like centralized exchange and some other more centralized venue has the advantage out there that like in the short term, if you maintain the fully decentralized features, you will then be able to beat that on. So what we just completed is definitely another like groundbreaking DeFi AI infrastructure where we launch our first trading assistant, where right now our users could come there and simply say buy 10,000 ETH versus dollars through Twitters, and we'll be able to help you find the best price, split the orders, and execute on behalf of you. And we'll be launching more like trading strategies to facilitate users into next level where we'll be able to offer even better user experience than CeFi, not in the terms of speed, but in the terms of its openness.
Well noted. Thank you so much, Rachel, for sharing that with us. We're also going to bring the same question to our following speaker, Ran, the co-founder of Orderly Network. Would you like to share how's the trading experience on your platform with us? Thank you.
Sure. Orderly is a bit different in that we're more of an enabler. So we're order book infra in a similar way to if you think about spot infra like Uniswap, Radium, we're trying to be the order book infra that powers a lot of DEXs. Currently, there's 34 built on top of us, including Radium, the largest AMM on Solana. Their perps is fully powered by Orderly. And we believe in omni-chain in that users should be able to deposit native assets from whichever chain they want and withdraw native assets, just like a centralized exchange. So we try to recreate that experience on chain. So I think that's one of the major highlights that we have in terms of just being omni-chain and is connected through our chain called the Orderly chain, built using OP Stack and cross-chain messaging using Layer 0. So that's one, the omni-chain effect, and then we have gasless trading, very fast, and that's because our matching is fairly centralized, and we settle on our own chain, the Orderly chain, and we're coming out with a solution to more decentralize that. And the other thing is that we have very good liquidity, right? We have 30 plus 40 market makers quoting tight spreads on over 100 perps pairs. I mean, I think that's kind of the number one thing that perpetuals traders look for is adequate liquidity and low execution costs.
Well noted. Thank you so much, Anne, for sharing the user experience on your platform with us. And well, we are going to go over to our next discussion topic over here and wanted to learn about which blockchains does your platform currently support, because we know there are so many different blockchains on our X Spaces, right? And are there any plans to expand to more blockchains in the future to enhance the multi-chain ecosystem on your platform? First, we're going to bring this question to our speaker, Joy, the founder of Kilex, to answer it. Thank you.
So you mean the blockchain we supported, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So right now, we already support like 6 chains. So we goes on mainnet on BNB chain about like 2 years ago actually. So we went to the mainnet on the June 2023, the BSC, and after that we went live on the OP BNB and Manta in October and November in 2023. In 2024, we continue our multi-chain strategies. We goes live on the Taiko, also on the B Square network, and also we went live on the Base network in the November 2024 as well. And recently, as we know, so the Barrel chains have the mainnet, and we will deploy on the Barrel chain mainnet as well, because we already did like 2 phases of the testnet on the base Barrel chains already, and we will also be with live with Monet as well. So I think right now it's 6 chains, but in the futures we will support it on the like 8 chains and more as well. Beside just the blockchains we are supporting right now, we are also provide a new trading features for our partners. We call it coin margin trading. So right now we just do the things with 2 of partners. So the one is a RaveX and another one is DBox. So in these 2 chains, so they are more like a projects, not like a blockchains, but they do have their own tokens. So what we do is we provide the vault based on the native tokens they provided, like a DBox itself or the RoX itself, and the user can use the IEX and the box their native tokens directly to open trade. So this is kind of a we call it maybe stat chains or the coin margin trading platform. So this is a 2 existing platform we are supported. And we will support with Galaxy and Manta in the upcoming, I think, mid of March, since we are pretty close to the TGEs, which will happen in the next week. So the announcement will be released pretty soon. So I think the multi-chain strategies and there is a lot of discussions about chain abstractions. So I think this is will be kind of in the future there will be a hybrid way to solve these problems, because some of the chains they don't have a lot of liquidity, they don't have a lot of users, so the chain abstractions is really not useful for them, and to do the multi-chain strategies is also kind of you kind of waste your like developer sources to make a deployment on that part. But I think in the beginning at this moment, the multi-chain strategies can brought trading infra for users to do the trade, like Audley just mentioned. So they already provide a lot of like brokers and support for other chains and other platform in all the different chains. So it's really convenient for users to do the trading activities in the new chains or the different chains. So we believe the multi-chain strategies is a really important growth strategies for our protocols. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Joy, for letting us know about that. And we are also going to bring the same question to Rachel. I saw Rachel is back to the stage again, right? Rachel, would you like to let us know about which blockchains does your platform currently support? And do you have any plans to expand to more other blockchains in the future? Thank you.
Currently, we are on Base and Blast, and mainly focus on Base as of today. And I think we will continue to work closely with the Base ecosystems in the foreseeable futures, especially after the recent news that it will reduce the block time from 2 seconds to 200 milliseconds, which will really boost their overall user experience and liquidities and the ability for the market makers to quote the spreads and offer best price to our users. But I'm sorry that just now it seems that jobs and my intros of latest efforts on integrating the AI plus DeFi might not be very clearly introduced, but we have completed the whole infrastructures for the DeFi AI, where we believe will be the next generations of UI for perp and sports. In the very short time, you'll be able to see us across multi-chains and help you through just natural language to build a trading strategy for you to do arbitrage in between different, say, perp exchanges like MyPure, Founders Heroes, and even across sports, perp and other like venues as well. So for that, we for the other parts where we enable the next generation UI, it will be multi-chain.
Well noted. Thank you so much, Rachel, for letting us know about that the platform will be multi-chain as well. And we're going to bring the same question to Ran, the co-founder at Orderly Network. Would you like to let us know which blockchains is a platform supported right now, and also does the platform plan to expand to different blockchains? Thank you.
Yes, we're a believer in the omni-chain future. Like I said before, so we're live on 15 blockchains already, like Arbitrum, Optimism, Solana, Terra. Like we will be launch partners for Monad, Base, Mainnet. A lot of these, and our infra is different in that we don't settle on each of those chains. We settle on our own chain, but the chains they talk to our chain via layer 0 basically, and we have vaults, which are just smart contracts on each chain that the users can deposit and withdraw assets from. So then those assets are on the chains themselves, and wherever users trust. And that structure allows us to deploy to new chains very quickly without like a lot of smart contract work. And so kind of that's what we've done. That's why we were able to just be deployed on so many different chains. And it's again to enable the omni-chain experience, right? It's of shared liquidity between blockchains. You can deposit from one chain, like Arbitrum, withdraw from Solana. Currently, we're just accepting stables, but I think as we start accepting going to multi-collateral by next quarter, then like people can really tell the difference if they can deposit native ETH, native Sol, native Monad, and still trade perps.
Well noted. Thank you so much for let us know about that. Wow, it sounds like all of our speakers' platform are multi-chain, right? Supporting multi-chain is definitely important for creating accessibilities and broader liquidity for our users as well. Looking forward to seeing how of the expansion plans unfold and how they contribute to a more interconnected DeFi ecosystem. Thank you so much, everyone. And next, we're going to go to our discussion topic number 3. We'd like to invite all of our speakers to talk about the revenue model of your prep DEX and its sources of profitability. So first, we're going to bring this question to Joy, the founder at Helix. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So I think the main fund or the main revenues comes from the trading fees, right? So but our model is a little different. So it's all transparent and it's all the fully on chain. So for the every trade user made it, there are several fees will be happens, and will so this is the kind of the flow of the cash on chain. So the trading fees right now is 0.07% right now. We'll go to the 30%. We'll go to vault, which will be the liquid providers, and based on the the liquidity provided based on the percentage, they can get this like a real yield for them. And then the other 30% will be provided to all the token stakers. We don't have these functions yet because our tokens not live as compared with the Sim Futures and Orderlies. But after we do the TGE, we will have the staking functions to provide to the users. So we use the VE models to provide the other 30% trading fees to all the stakeholders. So that is a kind of extra yield for those holders who make the staking with us. And then there's another 40% of the trading fees and the funding fees. So the other 40% will leave for the ecosystem to provide marketing strategies to our partners and to the teams as well. So our trading volumes is 33 billions to today since we go live on the mainnet 2 years ago. So we have conquered about like 30 million of the total trading fees, and we almost split all the trading fees to the liquid providers and to the operations. So in the futures, we will have like add more like a real yield to all the token holders and liquid providers to split the trading fee to all the supporters in our ecosystem. So that is a way we can be successful together with our communities, with our supporters together.
That is awesome. Thank you so much, Joy, for letting us know about that as well. And following that, we would like to bring the same question to Rachel. Rachel is the CEO and co-founder of Sim Futures. So the question is, would you like to share with us the revenue model of your PerpDex and its sources of profitability? Thank you.
Sure. Every other like PerpDex peer what founders of QX just now mentions, our main business model is the trading fees that we collect. So for each of the traders, they will pay a trading fee, and part of it goes to the LP or liquidity providers, and part of it will become a protocol fees. We do have another business called Perp Launchpad, where any tokens projects could come over here and use their own project tokens as margins to list their futures trading pairs. So some ask whether there could be some listing fees as a trading model, as the revenue models for the launchpads. And the answer is unfortunately it is mainly to drive the user activeness and volumes. And yes, we do have some projects, say large project like Lidos or the BTC5 projects and many other large token projects and meme coin providers who voluntarily provide liquidities and as well as some trading incentive. But this is for the users. I think from the listing perspectives, PerpDex is unlike sports, and it's the user base growth. The contributions of Perp is mainly to drive the activeness of the trading pairs instead of a huge sort of like a retail users products. So as of today, we found that most of the trading fees still came from the professionals that are actively doing arbitrage on our platform. Yeah, that's all
Well,
from me.
Well noted. Thank you so much, Rachel, for sharing that. Yeah, definitely. It's a solid revenue model. Thank you. And next, we are going to bring the same question to Ran, the co-founder of Orderly Network, to also talk about this topic, the revenue model of your products and its.
Yes, ours is very simple, similar to KiloX and Sim Futures. It's just a trading fee, right? But we're different in that we're the infra and liquidity provider, right? And we have all types of brokers, builders that work with us. So currently, it's for every dollar traded, the builder or the DEX that's built on top of us, let's say WooFi or Raydium, they have a fee, right? Call it 5 basis points, which for every $10,000 traded, that's just $5. We take $2.50 out of that 5, and then we have to pay the liquidity providers. Call it $1.50, and we just take 1. So that's kind of the model. And out of the like historically, I said before, we just crossed 100 billion in trading revenues, and we have this all in our Dune, so it's very transparent. The builders or the dexes on top that built on top of Orderly they made 12.3 million ish in total fees, and we've made 9.6 million. So then our partners actually make more than us. This is over the span of like 15 months or so.
Well noted. Thank you so much for letting us know that we can actually find the data on Doom as well. Thank you. And well, all of our speakers mentioned really solid revenue model, right? And those are key for long-term sustainability. Let's jump to our discussion topic number 4. We wanted to invite of our speakers to introduce the asset classes available for trading on your platform and explain the tokenomics with us as well. First, we're going to bring the question to Joy, the founder of Helix. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So since I just mentioned, we are using a peer-to-pool model, right? So that means we are kind of the stable coins trading platform. That means like as long as you have the USDT and the USDC in your wallet on the different chains, actually you can trade any asset on our platform. And at this moment, we didn't do the like kind of a permissionless like listings. So all the trading pairs or the trading asset we provide to our users, including all the meme coins, altcoin in the market, all the big names, and also we also support like a forex trading on our platform. So all this we are working together with Peace Network and Chainlink as our Oracle providers. So as long as they can support the oracles to ours, we can list any asset for users to choose a trade. And based on our model, we can provide start from like 2 times to 100 times for you to open the your leverage trading. And we were working with Chainlink, and they have a new functions called like data link, and we will be the first platform to integrate these Oracle solutions. So in this way, if you are familiar with all the like meme coins, so you know the like no matter you use like a GMGN or the other platform, the new tokens will be listed on this platform really soon because they get API from Raydium. So once this trading pairs is live on the Raydium, they can for user to do the trade, kind of the spot trading strategies. For us, we kind of like decrease the time from like a couple days to just a couple minutes to no more than like 4 hours. So once the Chainlink provide this like new oracles for these meme coins, we will just list them on our platform. So users can trade the hot meme coins on our platform in the futures as well. And so based on this tokenomics, so we use like a VE model. So which means like we have the kilo as X kilo. So X kilo is non-transferable and it can be used in our DAO management and to do the vote in our protocols. And as long as you hold the X kilos, you will be eligible for the 30% of the airdrop. And in the futures, the platform incentive will be paid by the X kilo as well. So we will mainly use the X kilos to provide different incentives for the other protocols, the trading fees, the buyback to all the token holders for the X kilo holders. So in this way, we think we can be on the like same page with all our like long-time stakers, so that we can be to know what they want, what they need, what they want to trade on our platform, and that we can provide to them. And in the futures, we will also support a permissionless like listings on our platform. So if you know some projects you want to list on platform, so we will figure out the way based on the tokens you hold. You make the vote, and we will be listed right away. So this is kind of to brought a new DAO management to our platform.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Joy, for sharing all the detailed information with us regarding the asset classes. Thank you. And we are also going to bring the same question to Rachel, Lee Xian, co-founder of Sing Futures. And the question was, could you please introduce the asset classes available for trading on your platform and explain the tokenomics to us as well? Thank you.
Sure. Due to the permissionless listing features, like all-time listed pair has in our platform has been around 349 different pairs. Although, as just now what Joey mentioned, that for meme coins trading and some of the altcoins, they could come and go very quickly. So for actively trading pairs, the numbers ranging from like 30 to 50 at the time. And for our tokenomics, we have launched our token last December, and we have provide our token holders several incentive power, including like the voting power, definitely, and the stakers will definitely get a boost for airdrops, as well as the fee discounts. In addition to this, we'll have our future rewards for the token holders. Due to our business nature, we have the launch pass programs. We have also the spot programs. So more of the token utilities will be announced in the later stage as well.
Well noted. Thank you so much, Rachel, for giving us updates on asset classes on your platform. And next, we are going to invite Ran, the co-founder of Order Network, to also talk about the same topic as well regarding asset classes available on your platform and explain the tokenomics to us. Thank you.
Sure. We have 110 different perps listed. Currently, it's still not a decentralized process for listings, but we do tend to list pretty fast, like these hot tokens for perps. In the future, it'll be more decentralized as we have, we're the infra and we have all these partners who build on top of us, where they can partake in governance and vote on what they list. We are big believers in making this as permissionless as possible. So I really like that. The other two guys are doing this, but there's a ton of risks involved in permissionless listings. So we're trying to figure that out. And but the end goal is, our model is to trade anything anywhere. So then we want all types of assets, including the TradFi assets listed as a perpetual. In terms of tokenomics, we're very transparent. 60% of our net revenues is given to token holders who are staking on our staking page. So currently, there's about 84 million order tokens staked with us now, and the APR paid in USDC, which is the income that we receive. 60% of net revenues makes it 21% APR, but that changes on a daily basis depending on token price, how much volumes, and such. But people can stake order tokens and get that on an annualized basis and just withdraw whenever they want, and there's a redemption period. And by staking, you can also get different boosters in rewards, and also by trading on any of our partners, the users and traders are getting ES order tokens or vested order tokens for a maximum of 3 months vesting. So they're getting incentives or vested order tokens for trading on any of our partner dexes, the same as market makers. But I think the biggest draw is that it's the 60% net revenues and yield paid using USDC.
That is marvelous. Thank you so much, Ram, for sharing the detailed data with us. And it's definitely let understand all of our platforms asset diversity and tokenomics are very important for the traders and users as a whole, right? And everyone's approach to ensuring balanced economic model while offering diverse trading options, definitely adding to the platform's appeal. Thank you so much, everyone, for sharing that with us. And we have the last question over here as we're getting to the end of today's MA session. We would like to ask all of our speakers, what is your perspective on the future of perpetual DEXs? And we are going to bring the question first to Joy, the founder at KiloX. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that is a great question for all of us, since we are all building in the same same sessions about perpetual tradings, and so I think maybe in the future there are different. Right now there are different models, right? So including like auto books models, hybrid models, and like ours, like the peer-to-peer models. And so we I think we need to find a way. So the first thing, this kind of the future models can solve the capital efficiency problem. So to increase the capital efficiency, to make more trading pairs with low slippage, and to without no scam risks, I think that is pretty important, because that it can increase the trading experience for users, and to brought more and more users from central exchanges to decentralized exchanges. So for us, we know there are some disadvantages for us. So some of the trading pairs, the open interest is not as big as you can trade on the Binance. So this is something like we need to working together with maybe liquid providers, with multi-chain solution strategies, with how we can concentrate the liquidity together to solve these problems. So I think that is something like in the futures to solve the capital efficiency problems, and we are working on that part. And then the second part is so compared to our trading experience, I think there are three different levels for users. So the first level is like you are already a traders trading stocks, and if you are new to the like cryptocurrencies, I think Sarah Chain is the first choices, because the trading experience is pretty close for you to trading on the brokers, and and of course, there is a second part is you're already familiar with all the trading experience on the Binance, OKX, and the Bybit, and right now you want to have some to know how to use it on the decentralized exchanges. So there is also a lot of things you need to know to understand that. So based on this part, I think there is a lot of gap between the Web2 users to the target Web3 users. Since we are building the Web3 product, so I think we need to do more education thread, more kind of innovation features for users to meet the gap between all the Web2 users and the Web3 traders. So we put all the innovations behind the product, but when the people to use it is more like you kind of open an account on the brokers and just start trading any assets for the cryptocurrencies kind of globally. So I believe the kind of the final versions of the perpetual tradings, there are still a lot of things we need to working together with all the developers, all the builders. And I think that is also the reason why we have meetings with the futures and orderlies at this moment. So we can be talking together what will be the futures about the perpetual DEX, what kind of the future versions will be the perpetual DEX looks like. Yeah.
That is amazing. Thank you so much, Joy. And let's definitely set a model of the perpetual DEX as well. And next, we are going to bring the same question to Rachel. Rachel is the CEO and co-founder of Sync Futures. Would you like to let us know what is your perspective on the future of perpetual DEX? Thank you.
In fact, I would say that I can't be more positive about the future of perp DEX than ever. Reason being, like, number one, I think like as a on-chain DEX, we all know that the number one hurdles on bringing more users to perp DEX is just as what our host Moonlight has just now mentioned, the user experience, because the underlying chain speed is so slow. You can't even compete with sex on the like user experience speeds, slippage, liquidity, etc. But having seen the great improvements in infrastructures, and those improvements has been delivered for the past months, Say, for example, Monad is launching the 0.5 second per block TextNet. Base is bringing the block time down to 0.2 seconds. And not to mention all the others that have approached us and will learn that have even faster speeds and better experience. If you look at some of our peers, say Hyperliquids, you could see the powers of their good user experience that could attract lots of sex users to that. And then like soon we'll say there are lots of public blockchains will be able to offer like compatible speeds and with even better decentralizations and larger ecosystems. And secondly, I would say that the positiveness came also from the regulators. It is not about just the like Bitcoin Reserve executive orders, but it's more about all those news that might not everyone pay attention to. Say SEC being withdrawing lots of lawsuits and relaxing the regulation for DeFi, etc. This will definitely bring lots of upsides to perp and bring more talents like into the industry who were earlier very afraid of the XX's enforcements. And lastly, when I say positive, I know that currently the sentiment is very down. We have to admit that like lots of people are feeling so upset about the current macroeconomic situations. Everyone's losing money and projects is thinking why like my tokens be behaving so badly. But as a person who's been like watching and studying macroeconomics and politics for many years, I'm very sure that like currently the regulator or Trump's being like very politically astute in prioritizing all those like very challenging tasks of his reform right now, and even knowing that this could drag US into a recession. So I think like all the policies being put in the hot part, say tariffs, government spending cards, and even less policy about the active Bitcoin purchase of the reserve, because this I think that at the moment he's been solving the very challenging parts and to improve the government balance sheets when he has most powers, when he could blame Biden, right? So, but as the economic clarity emerge, this could put Feds into earlier rate cut than people has expected, and easing the longer terms debt burden, so which is structurally good for the crypto industry as well. Yeah, that's all
That
for me.
that is amazing. Thank you so much, Rachel, for sharing your perspective with us. And next, we are going to bring the same question to Ran. Ran is the co-founder at Ordig Network. Would you also like to share your perspective on the future of perpetual DEX with us? Thank you.
Yeah, I'm super bullish, similar to Joey and Rachel, right? That's that's kind of why we're here. I think we're still very early. If you look at DeFi as a percentage of CeFi, it's like 15 percentage. It's for spot, and then it's lower for perps. Usually perps you're supposed to get like a 2 to 3x multiple on the spot volumes, right? But it's kind of lower. And so that's so the to grow even have like the TradFi assets on chain yet, but you see that happening starting with like the money market funds and such. But I think eventually everything gets tokenized, and on chain is the infrastructure that kind of house all these assets, and that should be like the infra that powers any sort of front end that does the brokerage interacts with the users, and that's why we're we're choosing to be this infra provider for perps. And I think it's like super bullish, and then we think this should happen should be an omni-chain experience. Again, users should be able to deposit whatever native asset, Monad, Bitcoin, and just trade perps. Ideally, the moment you deposit that asset had some sort of a yield, kind of like in TradFi brokerages for like at a bank, right? I think the experience in the future would be like that, right? Like a like a brokerage, or like just a fintech app, and you can deposit some stables. You can you can buy spots, buy any token you want, trade perps, and lending, like get yields, right? At retail, and you don't know that the chains actually exist. What happens is the infra underneath are people like us and the blockchains, and that's the experience that you want to actually get all the normal people in. And then I think this is like super sustainable because it's a lot more cost efficient. We're using the blockchain like the way it's supposed to, right? As settlement and ledger and such. And a lot more value capture could be given to users through the token, through this, through the smaller teams that we have instead of huge teams in Web2. So I think that would be like the huge moat that that we will have to onboard these next wave of users.
That is just amazing. Thank you so much, Shan, for sharing that. And once again, shout out to all of our amazing speakers for sharing your insights, and huge thanks to everyone joining us today. And thank you so much, Joy, the founder of KillX, as well as the team for organizing this event. We talk about trade of the future, and we also have Rachel over here joining us. She's the CEO and co-founder of Sing Futures, as well as the co-founder of Orderly Network. Thank you all so much. Today, our space event goes streaming on Binance Live, and we're being featured on the front page of Binance Live as well. I will share a screenshot to everyone in our group chat later. And we have, guess what? Well, previously I checked the number. I believe we have over 16,000 live audience on Binance Live. That was amazing. And probably, I don't know, probably due to X Spaces glitches a lot today. A lot of our Android community members, they couldn't join us on X. So they decide to listen to the whole event from Binance Live and maybe through other platforms as well. And I know that we have 300 USDT giveaway, right? So later we will share a giveaway link, and we're going to draw lots of people, and then so that you will be able to enter to win. And that would be, yeah, I think that would be more fair to a lot of users. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. And thank you to Joy, Rachel, and Ran. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.